梁小龙。
嗨，你们好，我是梁小龙。今天是8月9号，是个大日子。为什么？8月9号是你跟我的生日。
Bruce Leung, born April 28, 1948, is a Hong Kong-born martial artist and actor, known for his roles in various martial arts films. He often used the nicknames Bruce Leung, Bruce Leung, Bruce Leung, or Bruce Leung Shu Lung, which led him to be associated with the so-called Bruce Lee clones, a phenomenon that emerged after the legendary artist's death in the subgenre known as bruceploitation. Leung developed his martial arts skills through his father's teachings in Cantonese opera. Although his primary specialty is Goju Ryu Karate, he is also proficient in Wing Chun. During the 1970s and 1980s, he appeared in numerous martial arts films. Among the most notable for Western audiences are The Tattoo Connection with Jim Kelly, in which he had a cameo and choreographed the action scenes, and Jackie Chan's Magnificent Bodyguards, the first Hong Kong film shot in 3D. Leung is also known for his role as Bruce Lee in the iconic Bruce Lee film, The Dragon Lives Again. He also starred in his own films, including My Kung Fu 12 Kicks, Kung Fu, The Invisible Fist, and Black Belt Karate. After his last film, Ghost Hospital in 1988, Leung retired from filmmaking. However, he returned in 2004 with the role of the Beast in Stephen Chow's Kung Fu Hustle, marking his debut as a villain. Later in 2007, he appeared as himself in the Italian documentary Dragonland, directed by Lorenzo De Luca, where he was interviewed overnight on the set of Shamu. In 1975, Leung married Irene Ryder, a Eurasian singer from Hong Kong, with whom he had a daughter. However, his constant work in mainland China significantly limited his contact with Ryder and her daughter, leading to a divorce in the 1980s. In 1994, during the summer, a superior of Leung's visited him in Shenzhen and introduced him to Song Xiang, a woman originally from northeast China who was 26 years old at the time. A few months later, they met again, and Leung offered her the position of house manager at his Baolong Hotel. In 1995, Leung and Song married at the hotel and had 2 children, a daughter and a son, both of whom have practiced martial arts since an early age. Remember the unforgettable villain from Kung Fu Hustle, the evil god Fire Cloud? This martial arts master, exceptional in his time, always searched for someone capable of defeating him, but he never succeeded. Extremely fascinated with fighting and violence, he even committed himself to a psychiatric hospital in an attempt to recover. His obsession with martial arts led him to lose himself in madness, transforming him into a true psychopath. For many viewers, this is Leung Xiaolong's most iconic role. However, those who grew up in the 1960s, 1970s, or even 1980s might not consider it his most memorable performance. In those years, Leung was as famous as Bruce Lee, sharing the title of one of Hong Kong's 4 Little Dragons, alongside Bruce Lee, T. Lung, and Jackie Chan. His most iconic performance was as Chen Zhen in The Legend of Hui Yuanjia. But what led this brilliant actor to retire for 20 years at the height of his career, only returning in 2004? Let's discover the fascinating story of Leung Shu Lung. Leung Xiaolong, born on April 28, 1948, in Zhongshan, Guangdong, China, is a renowned actor and martial artist. He grew up in a humble family in Hong Kong, the eldest of 10 siblings. From the age of 2 months, he lived with his grandmother, who took care of him and his siblings while his father, the owner of a small opera company, traveled around Hong Kong. Although his parents wanted him to focus on his studies, Leung developed a keen interest in martial arts from a young age. As a teenager, he decided to become independent and build his own future, taking on responsibilities such as sending money home to support his siblings in their studies. Among them, one works at the Ocean Park Science and Technology Museum, another is a film director and martial arts instructor, and another is a stuntman in film productions. At the age of 15, Liang Xiaolong began his martial arts training with his uncle Liang Xiaosong, an instructor at the Shaw Brothers Film Company in Hong Kong. Under his guidance, he learned Northern-style leg techniques, in addition to training in Wing Chun with other martial arts experts and studying karate with the Japanese master Yamaguchi, a renowned black belt. He competed in 3 fighting tournaments in Hong Kong, which featured foreign participants, winning 2 championships and a runner-up position. On one occasion, he was attacked by more than a dozen armed men on the steps of his martial arts gym, located in the Ping An building in Yau Ma Ti, Kowloon. Despite being unarmed, he managed to defeat all of his attackers and suffered only minor injuries. This demonstrates his exceptional kung fu skill and enormous dexterity. In 1972, at the age of 24, Liang Xiaolong witnessed an incident in which a foreigner was harassing a woman on the street. With courage and skill, he intervened and confronted the assailant using effective and flashy moves. Wu Xiyuan, a prominent politician and president of the Hong Kong Film Association, happened to be on the scene and was impressed by Liang. Recognizing his filmmaking potential, he recommended him to the Breaking Bad crew, marking the beginning of his career in the entertainment industry. Liang Xiaolong, a man of modest stature and unassuming appearance, managed to rise to prominence in the film and television industry thanks to his outstanding skills. 8 years younger than Bruce Lee, both were born in the 1940s. In a 2008 interview in Sichuan, Liang expressed his opinions on Bruce Lee. He stated that although his acting merited 100 points, his kung fu would only reach 70. According to him, Li's martial skills were not particularly exceptional, and when analyzed for practical utility, he could only be rated slightly above that score. Leung noted that, in the Hong Kong entertainment industry, there were people with better martial skills, which led Bruce Lee to rely on stunt doubles to perform more complex moves. He further commented that Li's leg techniques were average, lacking great flexibility or the ability to jump high enough, which prevented him from performing jump kicks. On several occasions, his brother Liang Xiaoxiong and Yuan Biao acted as stunt doubles. Liang concluded that Li's kung fu didn't reach the level of his own. However, beyond these facts, he emphasized that what's important is the influence they both have today.
此后梁小龙对李小龙也格外佩服和感激。
Liang Xiaolong didn't immediately rise to fame upon entering the entertainment world. His unremarkable appearance led him, in the early years of his career, to focus on working as a martial arts instructor. In the mid-1970s, with the rise of martial arts, major film production companies began seeking actors specializing in this art. This opened the door for Liang Xiaolong. Although he wasn't considered particularly attractive, his impressive kung fu skills and his extremely elegant movements made him a popular choice for many production crews. For this reason, along with Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and T. Lung, he is recognized as one of the four little dragons of the Hong Kong film industry.
来吧，打吧，嘿，用力，来吧，打吧，嘿，用力。
Martial arts practitioners typically have a relaxed approach to detail, and Liang Xiaolong, in particular, displayed a somewhat rebellious character. During those years, Hong Kong films relied heavily on the Taiwanese market for distribution, and Taiwanese authorities vetted actors with close ties to mainland China. This led Hong Kong production companies to be cautious about hiring such actors. When the Taiwanese market noticed that Liang Xiaolong frequently collaborated with mainland filmmakers, they marginalized him, resulting in him losing opportunities in the Hong Kong film industry. Without films to work on, Liang Xiaolong decided to retire from filmmaking. Instead, he chose to participate in television productions and pursue business in his spare time. Initially, he appeared in martial arts dramas broadcast on Jai TV, portraying characters such as Yelu Chi in The Return of the Condor Heroes, and Yang Kong in The Legend of the Condor Heroes. However, his appearance didn't completely fit these roles, as both characters were noble, handsome, and refined, while Liang Xiaolong was better suited to heroes of folk origin. Although his acting talent and skills were unquestionable, his image and personality didn't align with such characters. However, he soon found a role that suited him perfectly. Later, he played the character of Xiaozi in Tian Long Ju, a sequel to the martial arts drama Heavenly Silkworm Change. This 60-episode drama had a tragic ending, with the loss of many beloved characters. Only Xiaozi managed to survive and eventually married the woman he loved. In the martial arts drama Forbidden City, Liang Xiaolong plays Han Chong, a brave and impulsive man. Although his role is significant, it doesn't have the same impact as in Secrets of the Dragon. This drama brings together an outstanding cast, including David Chang, Anthony Wong, Ing Wai-kwok, and the heroine Michelle Yim. With so many stars shining on the scene, standing out is no easy task. The big change came in 1981, when Heroes of the East premiered in September. Starring Huang Yuanshan and Michelle Yim, with Liang Xiaolong as Chen Zhen, this drama was a huge success at the time. In mainland China, its release generated a genuine viewing phenomenon, attracting thousands of viewers. Its popularity rivaled productions such as The Bund and The Legend of the Condor Heroes. Liang Xiaolong subsequently appeared in numerous television productions, including the historical drama, The Four, and the Republican drama, Back to Tiger Mountain. Although these are considered great classics, they failed to surpass the impact of Heroes of the East and The Chen Zhen. Despite this, Liang Xiaolong's popularity continues to rise, and he is frequently invited to participate in various cultural events. He has also made statements to the media.
For the first time in my life, I have the opportunity to be in my homeland. The warm and affectionate reception from the audience made me feel like I was among family, which moved me deeply. As a Chinese, I quietly harbor a longing to see my country advance economically.
The Taiwanese government reacted indignantly to this statement, forcing Liang Xiaolong to write a confession for his words. True to his upright character, Liang Xiaolong was undeterred and dismissed the authorities' demands. As a result, a total ban was imposed on his films and he was barred from entering Taiwan for any stage events. He was thus censored again and sentenced to 20 years in prison. In 2003, Stephen Chow approached Liang Xiaolong 3 times to offer him the role of the evil god Fire Cloud in the film Kung Fu. The decision was motivated by Liang's genuine kung fu skills, reflected in his calloused hands, worthy of a true martial artist. Furthermore, his deep patriotism resonated positively with Stephen Chow. However, compared to the positive comments about her patriotism and classic roles, her love life has been very controversial. In the early 1970s, director Wu Xiyuan, who greatly admired Liang Xiaolong, invited him to star in the film Hungry Tiger, Mad Dragon. Because of this drama, he met the famous singer Li Ailian. It is said that she fell in love at first sight and insisted on marrying Liang Shulung, so the two overcame their family obstacles and became united. In 1975, they married and had a daughter. Although her husband is a well-known martial arts star, accidents cannot be avoided. For years after their marriage, Li Ailian was walking along a mountain path near her home when a gangster suddenly threw sulfuric acid in her face, completely disfiguring her. Li Ailian was deeply shocked and attempted suicide many times during her treatment, but fortunately she was rescued by her family. The entertainment industry was shocked and Liang Xiaolong unexpectedly filed for divorce. This act triggered a drastic shift in public opinion, which called it ungrateful and morally reprehensible behavior, especially at a time when his wife needed more attention. Liang explained that he had spent all his savings on his wife and that their relationship had reached an unsustainable point, arguing that divorce should not be interpreted as a betrayal. However, after the divorce, he never had contact with his daughter again. During the summer of 1994, Yang Xiaolong's older sister traveled to Shenzhen to visit him, bringing with her a young woman named Song Xiang, originally from northeast China. Liang Xiaolong was 46 and Song Xiang was 26. Half a year later, the two met again, and Liang Xiaolong offered Song Xiang the position of house manager at the Baolong Hotel, which he had opened. In 1995, the two were married and walked down the aisle together. Song Xiang later gave birth to a son and a daughter, both of whom began practicing martial arts at a young age. Okay, dear friends. What do you think of Liang Xiaolong's style? How would you rate it? I invite you to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow. See you in the next video. Thanks everyone, and see you next time.